Sounds good. Now, award-winning chef Jean-Christophe Novelli is famous for breaking all the rules when it comes to food.
He will be appearing at the Taste of Dublin Festival in the Ivy Gardens this evening to show off his skills, but he stopped off here for a little chat first. You're very welcome this morning, Jean-Christophe.
Oh, thank you.
Now, first things first, what's this about you supporting the Irish team and being ashamed of the handball incident? You're a Frenchman.
Well, absolutely. I feel like in a sandwich, believe it or not, because I love France very much, as you know, my own country, but I also love the Irish very much. In fact, I would like to say a big kiss to Kitty from Canty Clare. Hopefully she'll be coming to the wedding. He's part of the family, my other side family. And yeah, I mean, I love football. As a kid, I was hoping to become a footballer professional, and I didn't make it, sadly, and football is still in my blood. And if you really love football, you have to understand the justice of playing well and nothing else, not the cheating. I can't stand the cheat anyway, and the liars. And when you think France didn't even win against Ireland, they lost in Paris, plus on the top of that, this end situation made me very uncomfortable. And I just protest against. Therefore, I banned myself from supporting the World Cup for the next 4 years. It's like having a chocolate cake on the table and you cannot eat it, sadly, and that's it.
So you're not going to watch any of it?
Well, I'll be watching football in general. World Cup, this year World Cup will be fantastic in South Africa, of course, but I will ignore the French team.
Yeah, a lot of dissent in the French team. I don't know if you heard the news this morning, but there's apparently Dominic wanted to drop Thierry Henry, and a lot of the senior players saying we can't go into our first game without him. He's our talisman, and he's still capable of turning a game.
He's good in basketball, by the way.
Do you know what? That if it was the other way around, Jean-Christophe, we would have taken it. Like the Irish would have said, oh yeah, that goes on, and we would have.
Can I say something which amazed me? Obviously, this is my personal opinion, but also the number of French people who are absolutely very unhappy and very uncomfortable of the situation.
But you see, the French like to do things with style, and that was not done stylishly.
But they're also very proud people, and they stand by doing things correctly and justly. And I think some of them did see it as an injustice. Yeah.
And don't forget, the most important thing, because we all know about the football, is the fact that Ireland played very, very well that night.
Did, yeah.
They won. Also, they were better off to represent Europe in the South Hemisphere, better than France.
Yeah.
Don't forget, we are representing a part of the world.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's
yeah.
And by the way, they lost against China. I mean, they were supposed to play ping pong there. Then they ended up playing football, and they lost 1-0. Imagine, I mean, what a joke.
Your career has been spectacularly up and down, roller coaster would be one way of putting it. And you've gone from boom to bust to boom to bust, and you are now currently in one of your boom periods, because you've been working for the Food Channel in America, where you have Novelli's Academy.
That's right.
Yeah. And this started off being, was it half a dozen programs, and then it became 8, it became 9, and now it's actually going to be shown in Europe.
That's right.
So you're becoming a star all over again in America. It is quite extraordinary, the ups and downs of your career, Jean.
It's all about food. Food is an expression, it's a currency, believe it or not. And I was very fortunate because I've actually shared an experience with my fiancée Michelle Kennedy, where at that time was pregnant, waiting for her first baby, her baby son Jean. Yeah. Who was born in Los Angeles. We missed the plane, you might not believe me, but because we kept saying yes, 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 we do more, we didn't come back on time. Therefore, which is an extraordinary experience for the baby to be born over there and so on. But yes, great food, great people, great organization, a different world. I mean, it's beautiful. And the good things about cooking is, I mean, I used to work in South Africa. I mean, I'm off to Whitehaven, believe it or not, on the end of this month. Again, every year I go there. So there's always an area where there's a produce where you want to use, you want to cook with, you feel very passionate about, and so on.
What about America then? I mean, because they don't really appreciate en masse, as a country as a whole, they don't really appreciate fine dining or great cooking.
That's what you think.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong in thinking that?
The image, it's funny, the image is very like eating just beef, potatoes and ice cream. But in reality, there's a lot of people who are, the majority of people we actually deal with. First, I would like to say the market in Los Angeles, I know it's Los Angeles, but the market in California, food markets are absolutely...
but California is very different to the rest of America.
Okay, therefore I'm only talking about this part of the world. I mean, I went to New York. New York was also very exciting, great restaurants. But the reasons I came here today which took me 2 hours from door to door from my Novelli Academy cookery school, and I mean 2 hours from door to door to here, is to obviously, for the fifth years, the number 5 time, to launch Taste of Dublin. It's going to be 150 exhibitors, more than 20 restaurants, top chefs like Rachel Allen, Derek Clark, you know him. Obviously, Gino De Campo, which is
Gino's a friend of the show. We know Gino very well.
Fantastico.
He is fantastic. But there's places like Bon Appetit. You've got, I mean, L'Atelier and so on. I mean, and
we're not doing badly for restaurants in Ireland, are we?
I know.
It's changed a lot.
I think you forget, but I used to be very proud to be working at Stampa.
Yes.
And still friend with Louis, of course. And it's extraordinary how quietly this island is and so powerful. I know that. But what's amazing is you're going to have a lot more great produce, obviously. When you think 5 years ago, it was only, 10 restaurants, 50 suppliers now is. And what is amazing is the sponsor, if I can mention, Super Queen, who celebrate the 50th anniversary this year again, are there again to...
That's a great event.
It's 2 entries per day. You can get in at the gate. For €15, you can get in and see. What I like about Tess, I'm telling you now, because I am one of the first chefs who started 10 years ago, initially from London, with Richard Corrigan and so on. It's the fact that you have the chance in one walk, basically, it's quite a big walk, it takes you half a day, you can taste every single perfume, flavors, where if you really want to have an interest, it will take you more than a year to actually discover all different produce and recipes, from wine recipes and so on. Therefore, you've got in one chance, you can taste and acknowledge the updates of those people who constantly try to do better and so on. And
you get the chance to taste a lot of signature dishes at restaurants. You mightn't be able to afford to go and eat in those restaurants, but you get a chance to savour it and enjoy it. Right. It is a great event.
You have to pay in florins, therefore basically for €15 you get so many florins, and then you choose. And there's, please, it's very important, there's so many new chefs, new people there who really want to expose something.
What time are you on tonight?
I'm on at 7 o'clock.
And what will you be doing?
Well, I am doing, funny enough, I'm using some recipes which I don't know if you're aware, I don't know if I can mention that, but I am fronting a campaign for Flora, which is about making sure people eat healthy. And I'm going to be doing the most amazing healthy tomato sauce.
No butter?
No butter, honestly.
Jean-Christophe.
Mamma mia, sacre bleu. Do you know you're only allowed to use 6 grams of salt per day? Do you know what 6 grams of salt is? Nothing. It's basically literally, it's very important. Everybody could actually put 6 grams of salt in their own palm of arm and realize if I eat more than that,
every person in Ireland eats way more than that. We take in a lot of salt.
Well, I think a lot of people are conscious that this is a slow killer, sadly. I mean, this brings you to strokes, obviously, heart attack. 20 grams of saturated fat, you cannot have more than that. Therefore, how you supposed to...
You can't cook without butter. You can't. Come on.
If you use butter, I mean, I know I'm French, and I used to learn to cook with butter, and it's sacre bleu. It's absolutely 59 grams of saturated fat in 100 grams of butter. Do you imagine? You only allow 20 grams. It's crazy. I mean,
that's why you look so fit and healthy, Jean-Christophe.
Well, I'm 50 next year, by the way.
You don't look a day of it.
Well, I'm trying hard.
7 o'clock tonight, is it?
7 o'clock tonight at the Ivy Garden.
And it goes on for the weekend, obviously.
It's going to be the whole weekend. And tomorrow, apparently, all the ladies are supposed to dress specially.
Oh yeah, tomorrow's Ladies' Day.
That's right.
Big prizes.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Pleasure as always.
Still to come, family fun, unimaginable tricks, unthinkable feats, unbelievable hilarity, and it's all for free. The World Street Performance is due to take place soon, and we'll be meeting one of his top performers, a sword swallower. He'll be doing his thing very shortly.
Swords are calorie free, I think, and we've got some summer floral fashion to add a splash of colour to your wardrobe very shortly. No butter.
Okay, too many jokes, too little time. News here, Siobhan.